All right. Hey, Bryce, Cindy Lukehart, Keller Realty. How are you today?
We are way above average. Thank you for having me. And
Awesome. So I think we're going to be here a couple of weeks in a row to kind of dispel some myths, get some things going on. And I'm going to start to do some share screen here for some statistics for Palm Harbor. Everything I pulled up is single family homes because that's usually what most everybody's looking for. And since most of us are in the office there in Palm Harbor, I just kind of stuck with just Palm Harbor. It gives you an idea of what I'm capable of pulling up for any area that people are looking for. So here's the PowerPoint. You see that all right, Brian?
I see it.
All right. Those are information for people to get a hold of, both you and I. And the next one we have here should go through. There we go. There's some statistics of what's brand new and pending since the a week ago. Pending means that they were on the market and somebody's put a contract in the last 7 days. That shows us that people are out there looking and people have properties that are selling.
Absolutely.
And then this one is the sold. This is what things have been able to get closed because of lenders like you that have been able to think outside the box. So when people are thinking about hearing that, you know, FHA, VA, this, that, or the other, I'm going to let you take that topic away because that's the hot topic of FHA's not lending, VA's not lending, they're changing their scores. So speak to that for us, Brian.
So let me start off by saying at this point, the government loans, if you will, FHA, VA, and even USDA, they're not changing their guidelines. They're not changing the minimum credit score or the down payment or type of property. None of that. It's all the same. What you've got is each individual lender deciding to either not do them anymore or raise their minimum credit score to 640, 660, 680, whatever, and adding what we call in the industry overlays. Meaning, you know, FHA says, here's the base set of rules. You meet these rules and we're good to go. Well, lenders will add their own rules on top of that to make it a little bit, I would say, tighter. And so that's just a lender decision on taking, kind of assessing the risk that they're willing to do. So as always, there are lenders out there that'll go down to 600, we go down to 580. So there are options for everybody for government loans, FHA, VA, and USDA at the lower credit score level. And no, they're not going anywhere. They're actually very strong at this point.
So what's happening today when people being furloughed and their employment hours being different than what they had when they perhaps pre-qualified back in January, it's not a whole lot different than something occurring before this whole thing going on. You guys look at things in what way with those changes going on?
Well, so yes, we've had these guidelines in place forever that deal with, you know, temporary income, lower income, whatever it may be. When we know someone's not working or they're working reduced hours, there are a number of ways to approach it. And I would say that it's lender specific, program specific, and even more the person doing the borrowing, the borrower specific, because their situation is going to be different because it depends on a host of factors. If someone is not working at the moment and drawing a paycheck, yet they can still get a loan, depending on their income up to that point. What's the stop date? You know, when's the first payment date? Do they have reserves, money in the bank after closing? There's a whole, even more, there's a whole host of factors that go into looking at someone to see if they can get a loan at this point.
So this is not just a matter of, oh yeah, I was pre-qualified in January, I'm good to go. Everything comes to checking with the employer last minute, just like you've always done, making sure, like you said, the reserves, which is money that was in their bank account that they showed you. And their debt to income hasn't changed either. Those are all reasons that you have to keep in touch with the lender consistently when you're in the active buying process. And that's why we as real estate agents really, really, really need you to reach out to a lender like Brian so that we can make sure we're all on the same sheet of music of getting you in that home that you really want to be in and you can be in there comfortably without an issue.
You know, and so when we're just doing the pre-approval, before we even go into contract, we're having this conversation, the three of us, you and me and the borrowers. Hey, listen, you're good to go right now. we're going to be calling your company to verify not the income, but are you still employed about 2 days before closing. So we're going to get that set up way ahead of time so that there's no surprises down the road. Right. So it's all about setting expectations. In fact, one of the things that we're doing quite a bit of right now is what we call our TBD program, to be determined. We just go ahead and take a borrower, instead of pre-approving them, we put them in the underwriting process and go ahead and underwrite them all the way to the end. So now they just got to find a property, do an appraisal, insurance survey, and we're pretty much done.
And that makes the buying process short to like the 30 days. So when we say that we want to get this closed in 30 days, it makes them a strong buyer. They have that TBD program gone through.
Well, here's the thing. Even without the TBD, we're doing 30 days or less. I mean, we're still doing the purchases that way. What that does is puts it at 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how soon we can order the appraisal and what are the turn times. Because appraisals are running a little bit longer now with all the refinances going. But yeah, doing the TBD cuts it, a week or two off the time frame.
And from my perspective as a buyer's agent, it makes you a stronger buyer because you have vetted them really deeply. You're not waiting for the underwriter to say, oops, we got to do this. The oops has already been found and resolved. So that the person, a last minute thing.
Right. The pre-approval, I'm looking at everything and, I've done this a while, right? So I have a pretty good idea, yet I'm not the one signing my name to the bottom line. I want that person to sign off on it so that we adjust or address any of the issues up front versus you even get into contract.
Yeah. So we have a pool of insurance agents that we can refer clients to so they can get the best decision for their insurance. It's not a matter of use only this one, shop around for your insurance, shop around for your insurance rates, because FHA, VA may not be as good as conventional that you have out there now.
It's possible, everyone, again, I think the insurance is more property specific. Yep. The FHA and VA and the government loans don't have any extra insurance requirements, if you will. I think that's going to end up being, that specific property in the way that that's looked at.
Yeah. So that's where the inspection comes in, when we have to have the 4-point inspections and those kind of things to get them the insurance. And that's where we have sometimes 15 days for the inspection to make sure everything's been inspected, so the insurance is happy, repairs have the opportunity to be made before the appraiser comes out, if there are any repairs that do need to be made.
Correct.
Great talking to you, Brian. I appreciate you. We'll see you again same time next week, and we'll see if we can make it live next time.
Thanks, Cindy. We appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.